bring your hands together at your own heart. Let the eyes close and connect to your own breath. Feeling the movement of the breath in and the movement of the breath out. Leaning into the delight and the joy that comes when you step onto your mat, right? When you can really begin to center, connecting to the light of your own heart, to the great light of the universe, feeling the support that goes beyond you, that is above you and also below you. Connecting to your feet, to your hands, to your hips, to your shoulders, to your head, and back to your heart and to your core. Honor the limitations, the imprints in your own heart that can cause a little bit of a mess in our lives. But once we actually work with that mess and we're in service of it, we find greater order, we find greater freedom, and we delight in the celebration of life altogether. Connect to your breath as you inhale in. At the top of the inhale, pause and just feel the expansive nature that comes when you're at your highest. And then open your mouth, a big exhale out. Then inhaling in again at the top of the breath, pausing and just seeing from that higher vantage point all the lessons you've learned, the journey you've been on, and how they can really be of service in this moment. Exhaling all the way out. And then inhaling in and just honoring your intention for showing up. And whatever that intention is, the sankalpa that can help you stay the course even when you hit the road blocks and bumps and challenges in life. Exhaling all the way out. You're going to bend your knees. Keep the eyes closed if you can. Bend your knees, hinge at the hips, fold all the way forward. Touch the hands to the earth, relax the neck and jaw. And feel the limitation of the hamstrings, the low back, maybe even the neck and the shoulders. Breathe into it, don't try to push past it. And that in that mess, you know, moving through it, it'll bring the order back. Hands to your shins, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bow down, bend the knees. Step back with the left foot. So you're in charge of you. You decide how you want to work. Pull the energy in. Either stay low to the earth or inhale, arms to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to the earth. Shift the weight forward. Just pick the left foot up enough. Bend the right knee as much as you need to. Right foot's grounded. Lift into the belly. Move that left foot around to circle the ankle. Then bend the knee. Foot underneath your hip, exhale, fold over. And just feel even which side holds more tension right here, right now. Inhale, lengthen the spine, open the heart. Exhale, bow. Knees bend, right foot goes back. So mirror, let this side, right as the right side as is the left side. Pull that energy in, ground into the earth. And if you rise, rise. Big full breath in, deep full breath out. And then exhale, hands to the earth, shift it forward. So take a little bit of a leap, pull into the belly, and then just move that right foot around, circle the ankle around. So you can stand more firmly on the ground that is serving you, both feet to the earth. Exhale, over. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bow. Bend your knees, chin to your chest, roll the spine up, and really connect to the midline, the center of energy that is yours. Inhale, arms overhead, and then exhale, arms go wide, clasp the hands, shoulders to your back, lift the chest, lift the heart, open the throat, big full breath in, and then exhale, hinge the hips, fold all the way forward. Relax the neck and jaw. Knees can be as bent as they need to be. We're not really trying to push and bully and be aggressive with the forward bend, but rather feel the connection so that we can continue to fight for what matters, which is freedom. Freedom for all. Hands to the earth. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Bend the knees. Left foot goes back. Pull that strength in. Either stay to the earth and lengthen the spine or rise all the way up. Big, deep breath in. Now as you're up, right, we're going to be challenged today. We're going to feel that fire and that strength and that warrior energy that we can use to go to battle, not to argue, but to go to battle to hold the faith and really go to battle to really heal our hearts. Pull the energy in, and then as you exhale, slightly lower the left knee towards the earth, and then inhale all the way up. Notice I have my hands together, shoulders drawing together, core's in, pulsing down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale once more, pulsing down. Don't let the knee touch. Inhale, rise. We're going to come all the way down. We're going to completely surrender to the earth. Strong through the legs. Bend the elbows. Lift the chest. Open the heart. Then keep the opening. Hands reach back. Clasp behind you. Gracious breath in. Full breath out. And then hands to the earth. Lean the hips back. Flex your foot. Right? Move the right foot forward if you need to, or inch the left leg back. Foot flexes, hips pull back. Soften the heart. Lengthen through the sides of the body. Ooh, sweet hamstring. Deep breath in, deep breath out. So we're doing a lot of leg work in the beginning so we can be grounded. Exhale, lunge forward, back knee lifts. Step it forward and bow. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over. Knees bend. Right foot goes back. So you can stay low here, right? You can do these pulses low on the earth, right? Or you're going to rise up. Feel that strength. Inhale. You might fall. Inhale, the arms overhead. Pull into that center, draw into the core, and then exhale. Knee pulses down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, pulse down. Notice how it's different, right side and left side. I'm struggling on this side. Exhale, pulse. Feel the lift through the heart. And then we're going to come all the way down. Completely surrendering. Pull the strength in. Lift the chest. Elbows bend. Shoulders to your back. Open the heart. Breathe into that. Holding steady. Hands reach back. Clasp behind you. Chest opens. Throat's open, but the back of the neck is long. Exhale, hands to the earth. Hips pull back. Flex the foot. So if you need to adjust your stance, you can move the back knee back, keep the front heel grounded, draw into the belly, and soften the heart. Feel connected to the breath. All the limitations, right? The hamstring, the calf, the low back, whatever is coming up in the physical body, that maybe makes your inner world feel a little out of order, we can find beauty in the mess. And we can be of service. Exhale, lunge forward, back knee lifts. Step it forward and bow. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Open the heart. Feet are heavy. Exhale, fold over. Hands reach back. Clasp them behind you. Bend your knees, shoulders to your back. Roll the spine up. And as the shoulders draw to the back, lift the heart. Open it up, big full breath in. Hug the belly in. Use the muscles into the bones. Connected to that midline. Hinge at your hips, folding forward. Bow. Free the hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over. And just honor what's already clearing. Right? What's already releasing through the body. Inhale, lengthen the spine. You're just really in that kind of selfless devotion and service back to the mess of your own earthly presence. So you can reconnect to the spirit of you. Hands are grounded. Step it back. Downward dog. Big full stretch. Be steady here. Right? Be consistent in that fierce force of life as you breathe with it and hold firmly. And then exhale, bring the knees to the earth. Keep your toes tucked as you move back into a child's pose. Just clearing out, grounding the energy of the legs. And then we're going to inhale, rise up onto our hands and knees. Exhale, round the back, chin to your chest. Inhale, open the heart. Lift the knees up off the floor, move back, downward dog. So we're going to move through just a little rhythmic salutation. That might be a little hard. We're going to go for 5, and we're literally just going to go downward dog, plank, elbows bend to open the heart. So that could be chaturanga to up dog, or it could be knees, chin, chest to cobra, or it could be chaturanga to cobra. However you want to be, you can let it have variety, but we're going for 5. Okay, so just watch the challenges as they surface and stay present. Stay present to the faith and the light of your own heart, your own intention. Inhale, plank. Right, exhale, elbows bend. And then inhale, the heart opens. Exhale, pull it back. Downward dog. Inhale, plank. Right, exhale, elbows bend. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, pull it back. Downward dog. Stay connected to how the muscles are working, how you're holding the space for however easy this is for you or hard it is. Right? Enjoying the breath, how yoga continues to support you, and the continuous creative offering that comes through each time you come onto your mat. You probably notice I don't go that deep in my chaturanga. I'm just working on staying connected to the core. I think that's 5. 5 breaths here. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then lift the heels, bend the knees, walk forward slowly into Uttanasana. Exhale, bow down, relax the neck and jaw. Hands are going to clasp, shoulders to your back. Bend the knees vertebrae by vertebrae. If you're not switching fingers, each time you clasp your hand, alternate the grip. Bend the knees, roll the spine up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Head comes up last. Open the heart, big full breath in. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Fold all the way forward. Free the hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bow down. Knees bend. Left foot goes back. So building on that power and that strength. Pull into the midline. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Big full breath in. Exhale to the earth and hover. 5 breaths here. Pull that strength in, core in, shoulders in. Lift through the roof of the mouth. Feel clear and steady in that midline. Breathing all the way in, all the way out. And then inhale for freedom, rise up. And then exhale all the way back into that low lunge. Elbows bend, heart lifts, big full breath in. Free the hands, clasp them behind you. Deep inhale, and then exhale. Hands to the earth, hips move back, flex the foot. Adjust the legs accordingly so that your left hip's over your left knee. Wrap the outer right hip back, and then we're going to twist, right? So we're in half Hanuman. Twist, open the chest up, and then exhale, lunge into it. Adjust the stance. I have long legs, so I have to switch for the torso. Pull into the center, shoulders to the back. Open the heart. Bend the back knee. Grab the foot. Big full breath in. Deep full breath out. Exhale, foot grounds. Hands ground. Inhale the knee out. Shift it forward. Pull into that midline. So I call this standing split meet warrior 3, okay? We're going to keep the upper half bowing down. So this energy is in surrender mode. Pull into the midline. Wrap the outer right hip back. And you're going to hook the right arm all the way behind the right calf. You can stay here. Be really, really steady to the center. Hips are still square because we're grounding and we're working with all the earth energy that's available to us. And if you're lucky, palms come together. And then exhale, hands back to the earth. It was just a little prayer, right? Just a little moment. Fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, knees bend. Right foot goes back. Pull the strength of the legs together, draw into the core. So you can stay on the ground or rise all the way up. Arms come together. Hug to that midline. Feel that foundation that's giving this structure so that we can really be creative in the way we serve our lives and each other. Exhale. So you're pulling into the midline, lower the right knee towards the earth, hover. Holy moly. My two sides feel so different. I don't even feel like they're the same body and the same experience. One side feels rock solid. One side feels like a hot mess. Feel the breath. Inhale, rise up for freedom. And then exhale, bring it all the way to the earth. Realign, reconnect, reorder the breath. Elbows bend, shoulders to your back. Rise the heart up out of the hips. So as you inhale, hips are pushing down. As you exhale, the heart goes free. Hands, remember to switch that interlace. Shoulders to the back, heart's open. Exhale. Hands to the earth, hips move back. Adjust the stance. If your spine is longer, right, you're more torso, you might actually have to move the legs closer together because the spine is so long. I have to give more space for the legs. You know yourself, and hopefully yoga is helping you know yourself more fully so that you can really serve your soul. That's the idea here, at least in my offering. Then we're going to lean to the right and twist. So when you twist, this hip's going to try to swing out. Keep wrapping it down. Stay long through the side. Arm sweeps up. And then exhale, lunge, right? Feel the adjustment you need. Back knee bends. You twist. You open it up. Big, full breath in. Full breath out. Exhale, free the foot. Hand to the earth. Shift the weight forward. So here we are. Warrior 3 meets standing split. So you have a warrior 3 legs, okay? You have standing split torso. So that intersection is going to be confusing, right? The mental space might be confused. So don't try to be solution-oriented. Be more experience-oriented. Just connect to what's coming up. The left arm is going to wrap around. Right leg hugs to the midline. Lots of power to the core and your glutes. Be here or say a prayer for just a moment. Maybe you could pray longer than me. That's wild how different the two sides are. Hands come back down to the earth. Both feet to the ground. Exhale, fold. I think you can really feel connected from your hips to the feet. It's important right now. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Last time of this little move. Hands clasped behind you, shoulders to your back, bend the knees, roll the spine up. Really powerful to the core. Head comes up last. Shoulders are wrapping, elbows are bent, and the outer arms are wrapping in. Wrists are hugging together, but we're not locking out. Lift the heart. So as you inhale, push through to the earth. And as you exhale, just feel the freedom of the heart expanding. Yoga is a pretty solid offering that you'll have moments of just feeling more open and free. Hinge the hips, fold forward. Relax the neck and jaw. Free the hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step all the way back. Downward dog. So my earth people love when we move slow and feel the physical strength. So I've had to work really hard to learn how to ground my energy and just not move super quick. But we also want to stoke that fire. We want to feel the discipline, the tapas, of how we can work with the samskaras, our limitations, and stay the course with our intentions. So here we go, 5 rounds of plank pose, right? Just like mini salutations. Take them in your rhythm, right? Like it may not be the same. It's more of the melody of your heart than the rhythm of your heart. Inhale, plank. I'm going to do this one. Knees down in cobra, just to feel my body and my being of where I can be of better service. We'll go for 5. Feeling that ability to know what is aligned and what's just a hot mess. Use the breath, the connection, and your own authentic energy. Last one. Breathe into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feel that liberation, that moksha, that power that your practice and the story it tells for you, that it really, each time you show up, how much stronger and alive you truly feel. Walk your feet forward. Now here's the trick, is that we have to also cultivate the relationship with our practice, that we don't hold the expectation. That's probably the lesson I'm always learning. Inhale, lengthen the spine, open the heart. Exhale, bow. Hands to heart center, palms together, shoulders to your back. Rise all the way up. Hands straight from the heart, up to the heavens. And then as above, so below. Bring the hands back to the heart. Feel the power in your breath. And just the way we invoked the light, that we invoked the strength. Saying hello to that potential of embodiment, where we can really feel our practice being in service of so much more. From the heart center, knees bend, hinge at the hips, bow forward, open your eyes, looking to the earth. Inhale, spine goes long. Exhale, bow down. Relax the neck and jaw. And then we're going to step all the way back, downward dog. Hello, sweet dog. Push through your hands, through your feet. Get really strong to that core. Steady to that midline. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Bend both knees. Okay, so you're in a one-legged chair dog. Pull the thighs together. Lift into that left waistline, right? Because even I know better and I forget. We're human. Pull into that left waistline. 5 pulses here. Just inhale, lift through the inner thigh. Exhale, pull back in. Inhale, pulsing, right? Really feel that lift. Exhale, but everything else is steady. Everything else is holding the form for that hip to find more freedom. So maybe everything else feels messy and that right leg is like, woo! And I think this is 5. You're going to bring your knee to your wrist, pigeon. High pigeon. Come onto your fingertips. Tuck the back toes and pull the legs together. Right? I am a believer in a pointed foot to your back thigh, pigeon. If you naturally externally rotate, you can go for a deeper pigeon. We're not going to rest our hips on the ground. We're going to keep the hips square. Toes tuck, pull the back toes are tucked. You can also keep the foot flat. Push into the earth, lengthen through the spine. As you get that length, pull into the core, arms stretch up overhead. Big full breath in and a full breath out. Hands to the earth. Tuck the back toes, back knee lifts, pull into that center, and then just stretch the right leg straight behind you. Bring the right knee up to your right elbow. Stretch the right leg back behind you. You're in plank pose. Right knee comes back to the heart. Stretch it straight back behind you. Right knee comes up over to the left elbow. Stretch the foot to the side. Pivot the heel to the ground. Arm by your ear. A little falling star. Big inhale in. And then exhale. Pull it all the way back. Downward dog. Fun, right? So feeling that way to just bring order through the discipline right? And then inhale the left leg parallel. Super strong to that core. Inhale, leg lift. So the right knee stays bent, and then exhale, releases. Inhale, staying lifted. Exhale, again, now the whole body is holding the order so that the left hip can now find more of its freedom, right? And maybe you just are noticing the areas that really are a mess, and you can be kind. One more time. Fun little repetitions today. Knee to your wrist, pigeon. Okay, we're not the dropped, dumped, plopped pigeon, okay? That's why there's a little fire flame in the description of this class. Toes tuck, feel the challenge. If the toes tuck and your hips come together, and you know you're not going to compromise your low back, you can point the foot back. Pull that strength in, and as you pull that strength in, let it have the order so now the heart can feel more free, right? The shoulders are more open. Maybe the hands go overhead. Obviously, meet yourself where you need to be. Breathe into it. And then exhale, hands to the earth. Back toes tuck, back knee lifts. Remember that inner thigh we woke up? Use it. Back inner thigh lifts, pull into the center, left knee to the heart. Then inhale, one-legged plank, and exhale, left knee to the left elbow. Inhale that plank to the heart. Inhale, straight back, over to the right elbow, then sweep the foot up, pivot the back heel to the ground, arm by your side, right? Let that energy of the light, of the fire, of the heavens above, descend to the earth, gracefully, sweetly, and in service of our higher calling. Hands to the earth, pull it back, downward dog. Inhale, plank, knees high or low, it's up to you. Elbows bend, and then open the heart. I know, straight up. Move it all the way back. Downward dog. Deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Knees to the earth. Come standing on your two knees. I want you to really feel your hip points and your rib points and holding this energy in as the hips ground down and the heart lifts, right? We haven't done a lot of a shoulder opening in the front body. We've done more to open up the front of the chest, not so much the back of the chest, so realize that. You decide what's the conversation in your low back. If it feels vulnerable, tuck the toes. Give it a more solid foundation. If it feels solid and competent and ready to bend deeply, then untuck the feet. And if you don't know, you'll find out in a moment. Lengthen through the spine, shoulders to the back, hands come back behind the head. Elbows come forward, waist pulls back, lift the heart, let the head lean back. So feel the strength, check in. Can you tuck the feet back? The tail's anchoring down. Keep the pubic bone anchoring down too. So if your hips move forward, just make sure the pubic bone's not moving upward. You're gonna actually feel the pubic bone move down, but the low belly's moving upward. I know, so many details, but Virgo energy loves details. Shoulders to your back, lift the heart. Opening up. Right hand comes back for the right heel. Shoulders drawn to the back, heart opens. 3 breaths here. Obviously you can do a 2-handed camel, not a 1-handed. Lift from behind the heart. Inhale all the way up. Hands come back behind the head. Shoulders to the back. Realign. Re-lengthen. Breathe. Left arm's going to reach back. Shoulders draw up. Core's in. Remember, the pubic bone's part of your grounding energy as well as the tailbone. Lift the heart. Hand comes back. Right? Pull the waistline in. Shoulders to your back. Lean back. 3 breaths. Ekahasta Ustrasana. You're gonna lift from behind the heart. Inhale, come all the way up. Both hands behind the head. Check in. We're just gonna do straight up Uttanasana. Lift through the chest, opening up, and move into your camel. Connect to the core. Don't let the belly go on vacation. Hug it in, draw it in. Feel the strength in your arms. Ground the energy to the earth to lift the heart. And then as you inhale, feel the lift in the chest, inner thighs move back. Obviously, this is not a knee-friendly transition. So transition how you need to. Toes are tucked, hips rest back, hands in your lap. 5 breaths here. Bring the hands together in front of the third eye, the center of your forehead, where we have the ability to perceive, and then reconnect to that solar plexus. Connect into that core energy, and then connect all the way back into the earth. Free the hands to the ground. Lift it up and back, downward dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Circle the right ankle around, right? Wiggle the toes out. Feel the strength and the power. Bend the knee, open the hip up. Just the power of being you, right? And your raw realness. Inhale, square it off. Foot steps through to a lunge. We're gonna twist. Pull the strength of the legs together. Open the throat, open the heart. Big deep breath in. And then exhale the hand down. Pivot the back heel to the earth. Hand can be all the way on the ground or elbow to your thigh. Stretch the arm by your ear, side angle pose. Core is engaged, shoulders are to your back. Feel the length, your breath. And then exhale, hand to the earth. Spin the back heel up. Pull into that center line. Inhale, arms overhead. Here we are again. Strong to that core, left elbow, right knee. Right? As the legs hug together, shoulders plug into the back, open into the twist. And then you're going to slowly lower the knee to the ground. Opening the heart, finding more ease in just the sweet low lunge. Inhale, come back through the center. Hands to the earth. Okay. You might come into Ardha Hanuman, okay, or the Trianga Mukha Paschimottanasana. You're going to set all the way back, right? Oh, you can keep the thighs parallel. I know that I have to open my knee up more, right? I have those long legs, but I have a lot of anomalies. My shin bone is longer than my femur bone, so if I open it up, it can help out. Lengthen through the spine, hinge at the hips. Right hand's gonna come by your side. Left hand's gonna find the foot, and exhale, bow. No, I don't do this one very often. So meet yourself where you are. It might just be half monkey pose, or maybe you did full monkey, maybe you did full splits. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Lengthen the spine, open the heart. You're gonna lunge forward, shift the weight forward, back knee lifts, downward dog. No plank, no chaturanga, no up dog, just steady. Feel, breathe, be. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the head. Shoulders stay square, hips stay square. Feel connected. Move that left foot out, right? Wiggle the toes out. Let the toes, let your foundation feel free. And then inhale, square it off. Step the foot through to a lunge. Twist, simple twist here. Open the heart, open the throat. And then exhale, pivot the back heel to the floor. So your hand can stay to the earth. Check in with your feet. And you let everything shift through the hips, through the shoulders. And then once you get realigned, Find the expression of side angle pose that works for you. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Exhale, hand to the earth. Back heel's gonna spin up. So feel the adjustments that are necessary to act with them, create with them, so that you can then feel how the body is ready to rise. Arms overhead, or maybe not, right? And then twist. Right elbow to the left knee. Elbows go wide. Heart opens. Smile. You're having fun. And you're going to feel the power of the heart as you ground yourself back to the earth and come into the low revolved lunge. Inhale, come through the center. The hips move back, right? Make the adjustments necessary just to work with the alignment of you. It's your practice. I'm just guiding you through a flow to get you in a deeper alignment with the cosmos. So when you walk forward through your day, you can feel more true with yourself. No matter if you're watching this in the live, in our little Facebook Mindfully You group, or the replay. So either stay here, or you're going to come into Triangle Mukha Svanasana. I have to be mindful of my knees as I transition. Inner thighs go back, and both my knee and hip quickly demonstrated to me. Like my left leg, when my right leg's been in front, I've felt much more solid. When my right leg has been behind me, I felt very vulnerable, which is interesting because I'm usually stronger when my left foot's forward. So I'm respecting that. The practice of yoga is not just for the poses. It's not just to be able to do this TMK pose, this 3-thing whatever pose. It's really to be able to listen to the order of energy within you and what is still messy. And what are you being a disciple to? What are you being disciplined in to really create, not from the mess, but the more divine order of all things. Lengthen through the spine, folding over. So you got to keep the internal rotation of the bent knee that's in that Virasana. You got to keep the pull into the core. I use the hands here for support. Usually if the core is really strong, you can actually bring the hands, the arms there. Exhale out completely, lengthen the spine, inhale, rise up, here we go. You're gonna shift the weight, lunge forward, tuck the toes, knee lifts, move it back, downward dog. So in the flow, all poses, that one is probably the most least accessible, the least inclusive of poses that I typically do. So just honor that. Realize that. Lift the heels, spin the knees, walk the feet forward. Part of my intention of a teacher is to bring forward a practice that includes a connection to the energy more so than getting all caught up in the perfection of poses. And, well, perfectionism, it's tough stuff. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then we're going to go into full Uttanasana. Wrap the outer hips. Bow into the Uttanasana that's in service for you. Whatever that is, whatever's going to support you, guide you, nourish you. And clear what's still wanting to be cleared. 5 breaths. Did I say standing Paschimottanasana? This is Uttanasana. We're going to go into Paschimottanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine, open the heart. Exhale, bow. Heel toe the feet apart. Turn the feet out. Exhale all the way into Malasana, into that yogic squat. where we can feel both feet grounded, hips grounded, spine long, heart lifted. Try not to be here, okay? Push through the feet, find length. Also try not to be with the heels lifted. You're gonna grip in your hips. So go as deep as the body will allow and receive the offering. The offering of our bodies, our physical entity that's in service of our spirit. Or maybe it's serving your ego, I don't know. Hopefully you're choosing spirit. And then come all the way seated. And in that seat, stretch both legs forward. Lengthen through the spine. Find the Dandasana. Feel the staff energy. Okay, good. The staff energy of you, the connection to your breath, and then exhale, bow. Right? Lots of hamstrings today. Fold all the way forward. Relax through the neck and jaw. Lots of forward bending. Earth energy to me is really about feeling the foundation and bowing in. One more breath. And then as you exhale, exhale out completely, lengthen the spine. Rise all the way up. Come into a comfortable seat, whatever seat works for you. I'm gonna turn, I actually don't know. You're gonna feel, some people just go poop, poop, naturally into Lotus Pose. It is easy for them. And some of us have no, the human capacity, it's not about just keep practicing. It's you want to respect the physical, the biomechanics of your own body, all right? For me, it's just cross-legged, easy, simple, cross-legged pose. Lengthen the spine, left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you, shoulders to your back, open through the heart. And now come through the center. Right hand to your left knee, twist the other way. Come all the way back, seated. And either hands rest on knees, palms up or palms down. You can even bring your index finger and connect the individual to the universal, so there's a full circuitry of energy. Yana Mudra, where the index finger and the thumb come together. Or maybe it's Chin Mudra. I'm not really good in mudra names. I always trust my intuition, not the intellect. Lengthen through the spine. Head's light. And it's just really, we're going to progress. We're going to feel 5 Ujjayi breaths, right? The triumph of just being present, of slowing down, of breathing in, okay? So that Ujjayi, where you breathe through the nose, but you can feel the engagement in your throat. And then we're gonna feel the 5 breaths where we inhale, pause at the top, exhale, pause at the top, okay? And then after doing that 5 rounds of that, we'll just come back to 5 rounds of Ujjayi, and then we'll feel just 5 cleansing breaths, okay? It's not hard. We're just giving the mind something to focus on so we don't get too detailed, too much of a perfectionist. We can be more of the witness and really feel the order that comes when we breathe, and breathe from the light of the heart. Breathe from the fuel of your essence. Hips are grounded, tail's grounded, spine's long. Cleansing breath in. Cleansing breath out. The eyes can be closed or the gaze can at least look downward. You can let your gaze be in your heart's sphere or your hips. shift to 5 Ujjayi breaths with just the slightest pause. Not really retention and control, but just pause. So you're just honoring the top, you're honoring the bottom. And then just 5 Ujjayi breaths again. Just inhaling and exhaling, no pause. Just 5 cleansing breaths, inhaling in, exhaling through the mouth, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. 3 more cleansing breaths. For the next 5 breaths, just let the breath breathe you. Fine, it might be short, it might be shallow, it might be really deep, it might be jagged. It's just really the breath is in service of our spirit, so let it serve our souls. Bring the left hand to rest on the heart and the right hand to rest over top. Feeling the receptive energy to the order that comes when we ease up and slow down, where really we respect the mess. It lets us have fun. And that we can loosen up a little bit in order to enjoy this life and create the life our soul is hungry for. Allow your head to bow down, palms turn open, and you're just going to slowly roll yourself all the way to the earth. Maybe your knees need to come into your chest. Maybe your arms and legs need to stretch out long. And then come all the way into Shavasana. If you feel the back talking after sitting for meditation or just moving and then all of a sudden stopping, understand that. Honor the curves that are natural to you. And just let the ground hold you. If you find that arch first, breathe in, and then as you exhale, soften. You're not pushing, you're just letting gravity receive you, the pull of the energy that keeps us on earth. And you can welcome the guidance from the heavens above, the guidance from your highest self. And allow yourself to be Just as you are, enjoy a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Feeling the return to you, that sacred energy of you. And what energy do you want to return to the world around you? Bring it forward as you circle your ankles and circle your wrists, wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Feeling that you are just as you are. Bend the knees, stretch the arms or stretch the legs, however you want to go. Roll over to one side. Pause, breathe. Be just who you are. And then slowly come up into that seat that serves you. You're going to inhale the hands up and bring the hands together at your own heart. Smiling inwardly that no, you may not have it all figured out and you may still feel some energy that's ready to get fired up, and fight for your light and fight for the freedom that you all deserve. But hopefully you also feel more settled, more grounded, more present. And in that presence of that grounded energy, you can really feel that way, to not be so caught up in all the attachments and expectations, but give selflessly, just as you did, just as your breath did, just as your body offered back to you. From my heart to all of yours, namaste. And so it is, we say hello to that light that awaits us.